All right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Bill Pratt. I'm from Chicago. I've been in such notable bands as, let's see, The Heat back in the 80s, Fresh Flesh in the 90s, Uncle Krusty. Most recently, I'm in Crook County. Those are my original bands. I've also been, I was a lead vocalist in Love Drive, Chicago. I was Johnny Ramone in Gabba Gabba Hey Chicago. I was Steve Jones in The Bollocks. So I wear many different hats, you know. Pay no attention to the crappy beat up range in the background. But anyway, we're going to review the Mahaffay high-low watt Plexi today. It's a one-trick pony, but it's a really good trick, man. This thing rocks. It's made by Tris Mahaffay. He's a really good guy, by the way. You got a master, a tone, and a gain. Simple, the way I like it. On the back, there's a line out. You got a foot switch to activate this little, see this little toggle switch is how you activate the different modes. You got high. You'd have, get that out of the way. You got, it'll be low. I'll turn it on and let you all know this, and then gain in the middle, and then high. It goes from 1/4 watt to 33 watts. It's a rocker. It's got two tubes. They are in the solid state after that. Killing my Humvee bugger. It's got a 12AX7 and a 12AU7. Usually they come with one 6.5-inch speaker. I think it's 6.5-inch speaker, I believe. Could be 8. I think it's 6.5. Anyway, you'd think I would know that, but they usually come with one speaker, and so it'd be half the size. But I asked Tris to make me one with two speakers, because I used to use a 250 ml all the time back in the day. I really liked it, but it was a little thin. And I was just saying, well, you know, I wish they would make something like this in a tube version. And here it is. Mahaffay amplification made it. All right. So anyway, I'm going to pause it now so you get a guitar, and we'll see. Okay. Now, haven't played for a while, so it might be a little rusty and nasty. First off, what we're going to do is, you might notice there's a screw missing. I pulled it out to change the tubes, and because one of them was died in shipping. So no big deal. Just put another tube in. We're good to go. And when I put it back together, I snapped the head off that frickin' screw because I gorillaed it too much. And I didn't feel like taking it back apart, so I figured 3 screws will hold it in, you know? Anyway, so that's what it's going to be. So we got, right now, I'm going to turn the amp on. We're on, here's the gain, here's the tone, here's the master. Now this goes from 1/4 watt up to 33, like I said. So I'm going to start out real low, real slow, and we'll see. Now I'm going to have to put the phone down, so you're going to have black screen. But you'll be able to hear, I hope. All right, so I'm turning it on now. Let me see if the debugger's on. All right. Because, you know, I got P90s, so without the debugger to sound crappy. The hum debugger, they're kind of cool. But if you put them in front of other pedals, it sounds real metallic and weird. But by itself, it's not too bad. So, because I'm using I got a Gibson LP Special with P90s. So I need the debugger, you know. Here it is without the debugger. But that's the P90s, you know. So we'll go on it. So that's low volume. Okay, there you go. That's low now. Oops, lost my pick. All right. Now, that was real low volume. I don't know how this is going to turn out with my commentary while I'm rocking it. Now what I'm going to do, that was on, let's see, where's the switch? That was on high, which sounds kind of Plexi-ish to me. I'll turn it up a little bit. But as you turn it up, of course, you have to drop down the tone because it's going to be a little squawky. So here's how I'm going to do it now. I got the master at about 10, tone at about 230, and the gain at about 230. All right? It's on the, whoa, a little squealing here on the P90s. As I step away, I hope you can hear me. The buzz is because of the P90s, because if, you know, when I got the hum debugger on, it'll cut the hum, you know? Cleans up real good too with the volume. If you ride the volume now, it cleans up real good. I'm shutting off the debugger again. Just stepping back. Okay. That's on high. That's like Plexi mode. It sounds like a Plexi to me. All right, now I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see me back here. I'm going to put it on the gain in the middle. All right, of course you hear it a little bit more gain, so it hums a little. But, you know, you can control that by turning the gain down. But same settings. So that's on, that's what the hum debugger on. So this is going to be on, we're going to have a low and low, and the gain's up to, well, same settings, you know. I turn the gain down a little bit, the gain's on like, I don't know, it would be about 1 o'clock now. But, it sounds great, man. Because I'm standing right on the speakers. But, it's got a lot of crunch. It's really good. So anyway, let's turn the gain down. I'm diming the master, and then we'll see what it sounds like now. Okay. Up really good when you turn the volume down. All right, it's a little tiny bit of hum. It's probably really loud because I got the phone right on the amp. But as you can see, as I step away, it's not too bad, you know. And again, I'm running P90s, so I got the volume down. There's a little bit of hum, but you know, I live in a basement apartment, so it's probably partly to do with the crappy electric in here. But anyway, turn the volume down a little. Back to about 3/4. This thing is really loud, all right? I'd say in the middle, I'm going to shut it off now. But in the middle, and on the gain setting, it sounds like a JCM 800 cranked, maybe a Silver Jubilee-ish. I would say that the on the low setting, it sounds like same thing, JCM 800 cranked. And I would say on the high setting, it sounds like a Plexi, like a ripped, you know, cranked up, dimed out Plexi. If you put, you can plug this thing into a 412 or 212. I've had it plugged into a 212 with Jensen mods. It sounds really good. I like mods. They break up good without really going horribly loud. I also had it plugged into a 112 with a greenback in it, Celestial greenback, and it really ripped. It was really loud. So anyway, this can go from 1/4 watt up to 33 watts, like I said. And I take this thing to jam night just the way it is, plop it on the stool, and I'm lighting the room up with the two smaller speakers. I gotta say they're 8s. I think they're 8s. I don't know. Might be 6.5s. I never measured them, but they sound really good. They sound pretty celestial-y. If you got a gig out in a bigger room, plug it into a 412, 212, and you're gonna rock the room. Anyway, send me some free stuff, Tris. Oh, speaking of Tris is a really good guy. Gets back to you right away if you have any issues. I had a few issues on my first one that I got. It got damaged in shipping, and no problem. I sent it back to him. He fixed it right up. Got back to me in a couple days. Every time I called him, sometimes instantly. He got some bad rap on some internet searches I did before I bought this, but a guy's been nothing but stellar with me. Like I said, great communication, pretty good turnaround time. I mean, I ordered this thing at the beginning of this pandemic, and he got it to me within probably, let's say, probably 4 months, probably 4 or 5 months. But that's just because his cabinet maker got COVID, and I guess he was out of commission for a couple of months. But then, as soon as he got his cabinets slapped together, got it to me, and I am more than satisfied, and I think you will be too. So look up Mahaffay amps, Mahaffay amplifiers out of California. Tris Mahaffay. Kudos. Thumbs up. Great job. All right. Hope this helped.